my work as a mermaid is really liberation work. Fat mermaids! So stuffy. And so like work, punch the clock, get the degree. And then I'm like this 300+ middle-aged black lady swimming around in a mermaid tail. And it's like, if she can do that, maybe I should take a salsa class after work.
I'm on my way to MermagicCon. Every year, hundreds of professional and amateur merfolk gather at this huge convention to meet and learn new skills. I met with this year's headliner, Mermaid Chè Monique, to learn more about her passion and about the Society of Fat Mermaids she created.
Hello, come on in. This is my tail that I'm known for. I do take like a fair amount of pride in the fact that like I'm headlining this convention in a fabric tail. Because a lot of people think that like what makes you as a mermaid is how expensive your tail is and how fancy your tail is. It's not about the tail, it's about me. But I did bring a few of my favorite tops. This is a Finfolk Mythic top. I just love it because it's so shimmery and it makes this fun noise. So we all have what we call mersonas. And in my mind, Mermaid Chè Monique finds like shipwrecked jewelry and like other things lost at sea. I feel at peace and very free when I'm underwater. It's just so comfortable. It feels like where I belong. I know it seems like counterintuitive because I'm not like breathing, but in those moments, in between those breaths, for that period of time, there's just this fluid, calm, peaceful ease that just feels comfortable and at home. I have loved mermaids as long as I can remember. I was a water baby. I have no recollection of not being able to swim. When I was about 3 or 4, The Little Mermaid came out, and that's been one of my favorite movies ever since. And just that beautiful, colorful, magical underwater world was just everything to me. And I just literally wanted to be part of it. I started mermaiding fairly casually. A friend took a photo of me that went viral. And in that photo, people started commenting, basically saying they were crying, saying that like seeing me, fat, black, queer lady looking glamorous and beautiful, made them realize that they too had this like beauty, strength, glamour, whatever. And I realized just by like me kind of daring to be, it encourages other people to do the same. Over time, through the Society of Fat Mermaids, we've been able to advocate for plus size merfolk. And I have seen more fat, curvy, fluffy, juicy, thick mers get, you know, kind of some of those desirable performance jobs. I've seen the tail makers start to make larger tails and larger tops. What I love about MermagicCon is there's a little something for everybody. It is a really epic weekend. I just love the creativity that people pour into their outfits. But I also love that this is this space where you can kind of come with a whole new set of mer skills than what you walked in here with. So you've got the vending hall, which is like packed full of all sorts of wonderful, cool goodies. There are panels all day, different types of topics and conversations, many of them being representation related. In addition to that, there's photo shoots. There's classes on like swimming styles, underwater performance skills, just how to basically swim in your tail. And then in the pool, you'll see hundreds of people swimming. Mermaiding represents freedom. There's just something so peaceful and magical about being underwater. 70% of the earth is covered in water. And so those of us who like don't fit in on land, there's plenty of room for us in the ocean. Generally, when you get into mermaiding, you're gonna wanna learn to swim safely in your tail. Always with a buddy, never alone. And then beyond that, everybody has different vibes. You know, some people like to be speedy fish, so they're gonna wanna be able to swim as quickly as possible in their tail, whereas other people just wanna be like glamorous beauty queens underwater. We often use the word merfolk to include mermaids, mermen, and the beautiful fluidity and expansion of gender that's not defined by those.
My look is actually based off of this amazing little sea slug called the Glaucus atlanticus, and they're like these really tiny creatures that are deadly. I like to think of myself as beautiful but deadly.
We all came from the water. The water gives life as much as it does to take it away. But if you learn its lessons and give it absolute respect, then there's a lot that you can learn from it, and there's a lot that it will give unto you.
So my name is Mermaid Myra. So to me, mermaiding is so cool because it's a fitness activity, it's a social hobby, it's a creative adventure.
My mer name is Captain John the Merman. My favorite thing to do is to just interact with people who aren't expecting it when I'm out practicing or training. Just having that opportunity to sneak up on somebody and all of a sudden there's a mermaid in their life. It's the joy it brings them brings me twice as much.
There are a lot of merfolk who are influencers, so the vast majority of their work is just at home, online, in front of their camera, and they found different ways between brand deals, between, subscriptions and whatnot to monetize that. Then there are pretty fun places for mermaids to physically go out and work. So you will find mermaids in a lot of aquariums in different parts of the world and different parts of the US. Anywhere you think that you could use a little extra sparkle, you'll probably find merfolk.
I want to thank you all so much for coming to the biggest fashion night in mermaiding, and you all showed up. Oh my lord, it is spectacular outfits.
It's the biggest mermaid fashion night of the year. It's like the time you get to blow off steam. Most people do their hard classes on Saturday morning, and like Saturday night you just come and party. But like what I love about it is the fashion. I was so honored to host the red carpet, and people just wore the most fantastic, creative, eco-friendly looks. It was so cool. Having this community around me just reminds me that it's okay to lean into your weird. On some level, mermaiding is still pretty obscure. I'm sure there's lots of people who are like, I've never heard of this. How are there this many people here? But it's this fun time to be a part of the community where it's still relatively small, but there's hundreds of us that'll come out for a party. All I see tonight is like people telling each other how great they look. It's just amazing.